Hi guys, it's Miss Alvarado. I miss you so much. So I'm going to read a book for us today. This is Smudges' Grumpy Day. I know being at home and sometimes we can't see our friends, we get grumpy and we wake up in a bad mood. So Smudge woke up today in a bad mood. So let's find out what she did and how she got over her bad mood. Smudges' Grumpy Day. Smudge jumped out of bed. Ow, she said, stubbing her toe on the chair. Oh no, she cried as she opened the curtains. It was pouring rain. Now she would be stuck inside all day. Smudge got dressed in a fed up sort of way. Then she looked in the mirror. Every single button was done up wrongly. Oh, bother, 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 she shouted angrily. Oh, she's angry. That's probably she's in the yellow zone right now. Good morning, smiled Stripe. Bad morning, said Smudge. What's the matter? Asked Stripe. Everything, replied Smudge grumpily. Have some breakfast, said Stripe. I don't want any, Smudge said. Stripe sliced some bread. What shall we do today? He asked. Not answer any more questions, said Smudge rudely. What is the matter? Said Stripe. Can I help? No, you can't, Smudge said, looking angry. If you're going to be rude, said Stripe calmly, perhaps you'd better go and do it somewhere else. I will go somewhere else, Smudge cried, stomping out of the room, and I won't come back ever. Slam went the back door as Smudge left home. She marched across the lawn, down the path towards the river. The rain trickled under her collar and down her neck. Smudge stood by the river for a long time, watching the water flow by and feeling miserable. Oh, I think she feels bad for being rude to her friend. Suddenly, Goose paddled up. Hello, Goose, Smudge said. I'm glad to see you. Are you? Said Goose. Why? Because I've just left home, announced Smudge. Goodness, said Goose. Forever? Forever, said Smudge. Smudge wiped the rain from her eyes. Well, why don't we go and play in your treehouse? Goose suggested. Smudge smiled. Okay, she said. Soon, Smudge forgot about being grumpy and miserable as she was having such a fun time with Goose. Hare and Mole rolled around the bend in the river. Ahoy there, shouted Hare. Come and play pirates with us. Smudge and Goose climbed aboard. Smudge left home, said Goose. Oh dear, Mole gasped, looking worried. Forever? Asked Hare. I think so, said Smudge. Now she doesn't sound so sure if she wants to be away from home. They had a great time playing pirates, and somehow Goose always ended up walking the plank. Then it began to get dark. Smudge, why don't you go home just for tonight, suggested Mole as they rode home. I don't think I can. I told Stripe I wouldn't ever come back, explained Smudge. Then you'll have to stay the night in your treehouse, said Hare. I bet you're brave enough. Smudge looked very unsure. I don't know if she's going to be able to stay there at night. Up in the treehouse, Smudge watched the dark swallow her friends up as they walked away home. Suddenly, something below went crack. Smudge froze. Something was coming to get her. She shut her eyes. Uh-oh, she looks so scared right now. Hello, said Stripe. I've brought your supper. He poured them some delicious hot soup, and they sat sipping it together. Smudge soon felt a warm glow growing inside of her. I was a bit grumpy this morning, wasn't I? Smudge said. Yes, but everyone is sometimes, Stripe said gently. I didn't run far away, continued Smudge, because I missed you. I missed you too, smiled Stripe. When they finished their supper, Stripe and Smudge went happily home together. So even though Smudge woke up in a bad mood and she was really grumpy and she was being rude to her friend Stripe, once she started playing and hanging out with her friend Goose, she started to let go of some of that grumpiness and she started to realize that she didn't have to feel so grumpy. And her friend Stripe, even though she was mean to him, he understood that sometimes people have bad days, and so does he sometimes. So he was able to forgive his friend and bring her some dinner, and they made up and they were happy. Sometimes we have to know how to forgive people and say sorry when we're having a grumpy day. So hopefully you guys are staying safe and having fun. And even though you have grumpy days, it's okay. And just remember that all you have to do is do something to keep your mind off of it. Maybe color, read a book, and you can get out of that grumpiness. I'll see you another time, and I'm going to find another good book for us to read together, okay? Bye.